Everyone, after such a countdown, I thought you'll be expecting Shah Rukh Khan to walk in. You've just got a shorter, plumpier, and not so Shah Rukh Khan version of him. So, how's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm feeling very tall. I can't see the guys at the back. How are you guys doing? Super, super. So, I'll just quickly get started. Or do you want me to crack some jokes? Some jokes? Okay, we have someone else for that, because if you hear me, you'll walk out. All right, so really quickly, my name's Abhishek Dhawan. I serve as chief mentor at the organization, and I'm very happy to welcome each and every one of you to what is the 15th year celebrations of IIMUN. So thank you so much to all of you for coming in and joining us for this milestone celebration. And before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests. It is truly heartening to see leaders from across India representing public service, politics, journalism, cinema, sports, business, academia, and many other fields come together for a youth movement. Your presence here, sirs and ma'ams, is a powerful vote of confidence in Gen Z and in the future of our country. On behalf of everyone at IIMUN, once again, thank you for believing in young people and for choosing to be with us today. It is also my privilege to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests here today and express our gratitude for their presence. Honorable Governor of Nagaland, Shri Nand Kishore Yadav, Council General and representatives from Belgium, Slovenia, Israel, Japan, South Africa, Egypt, Denmark, and Poland. Former Governor of Assam, Nagaland, and Mizoram, former Lieutenant Governor of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Sri Jagdish Mukhi, former Chief Minister and former Union Minister, Sri Arjun Munda, former Union Cabinet Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan, President of the Indian Olympic Association, Member of Parliament and Advisor to IIMUN, Ms. P.T. Usha, Cabinet Minister, Government of Maharashtra, Srimati Pankaja Munde, Minister, Government of Maharashtra, Sri Sambhuraj Desai, Minister of State, Sri Trikam Bhai Changa, Minister of State, Srimati Meghna Bordekar, Member of Parliament from Poland, Ms. Kinga Gajeswa, Member of Rajya Sabha, Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal, Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Sri Sanjay Dina Patil, Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command, Vice Admiral Sanjay Vatsyan, General Officer Commanding, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Goa Area, Lieutenant General D.S. Kushwaha, Social activist and singer, Mrs. Amrita Fadnavis, IPS Officer and Additional Director General of Police, Bihar, Sri Amit Lodha, former Chairman of ISRO and Academic Advisor to IIMUN, Dr. A.S. Kiran Kumar, Chief Editor, India Today, Academic Advisor to IIMUN, Rajdeep Sardesai Ji, Editor-in-Chief of DD News, Mr. Sudhir Chaudhary, Actor, Director, Producer, and Advisor at IIMUN, Mr. Baman Irani, the Custodian and Maharana of Udaipur and also Goodwill Ambassador to IIMUN, Sri Lakshalaj Mewal Ji, Oscar-winning producer, Guneet Monga, Oscar-winning sound designer, Mr. Rasul Pukuti, producer, Mahavir Jain, CEO, Dharma Productions, Apurva Mehta, music composer, singer, and producer, Mr. Leslie Lewis, author, academic advisor of IIMUN, Mr. Amish Tripathi, founder of Dr. Batra's clinic, Dr. Mukesh Batra, MLA Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, Mr. Rohit Pawar, President BJP Mumbai, Amit Satam Ji, Maharashtra State President BJP Ravindra Chavan, and our very own Sri Mangal Prabhat Lodha Ji. So advisory board members and members of the Academic Advisory Council, members of our International Advisory Board, about 180 special guests are here with us today, and about 200 educators, and principals as well. So once again, a round of applause for all of you for taking out time from your schedules and being with us. Thank you very much. Now coming to the part which I was telling you right at the start. So I'm going to introduce your first moderator for this evening. He is someone who we have hosted almost since the inception of the organization. And personally, I refer to him as the grandfather of Indian comedy because we have a lot of comedy that we see today. But I think if there's one man that stands out, is this gentleman. He has been associated with us, like I said, from the inception. The only individual, might I tell you, who does not require a script. I worry for him today because there are so many of you, and I just pray that the script that we've given him is something that he tries to follow. He's also someone who has managed to do an interview with Dr. Shashi Tharoor in shorts, but yet managed to hold this conversation. And at the same time, he discusses some of the most pressing issues of our time, like parking in South Bombay. So if you need any help with that, he's the man. But on a serious note, he's a friend, he's also a mentor, and happens to be my neighbor. Please put your hands together for Cyrus Brocha.
Wow, I think you think I'm Ranveer Singh. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Lighting is so poor here. And all the important guests in first class. So lovely to see you. You'll get conveyance as well. We're a very rich organization. Don't be fooled. There are lots of kids here. They're supposed to be the future. Most will go to the West anyway. Doesn't matter. How are you doing, guys? Oh my God, I hope the very tall people aren't on the top there. No spitting, huh, guys? I mean, halfway through, yes, but not now. Not now. All right, let me come into audience. I don't know how to get into the audience. Are there steps here? Who said jump? Sir, my life is in terrible situation right now, and that's really unfortunate that you should say something. I've been thinking about that. Dr. Mukesh Batra. Say hi to Dr. Mukesh Batra, ladies and gentlemen. When you get to my age, he cures everything. And you mean everything. From hair to things I can't mention because you're too young. But they're not too young, they're laughing. This is my personal photographer. Please follow. Thank you so much. How sad, how do I get to that audience there? Okay, economy, yeah, we'll find a way. I don't know yet. I'm not that close to the Ambani family. They won't let me use the lift. We'll figure it out in the course of this show. We'll come there. We have to come there. We must go to where the votes are. We'll come there at some point. My ex-boss, the one saving grace on news channels, the only voice of reason, Rajdeep Sardesai. Okay, he's going to say something nasty.
No, Cyrus, you intimidate me, so I can't say anything in front of you. And your muscles are looking as good as ever.
Guys, what do you do when a 70-year-old man starts feeling your body? At a very important event, which is very serious in Austria. Sir, how are you? Always lot of respect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have lots of members of the military here, lots of famous soldiers. Can we have a Oi! Stalls, balcony, सब लोग ready है? Let's have some noise, let's have some energy. Come on, let's hear you. Can we hear more from the top? Come on, guys, let's hear the top. Only the balcony. Wow. Okay, everybody in the second balcony. Okay, very good. I think it's absolutely the correct time. Everybody seated. Let's call for Nakul, our beautiful actor, presenter, innovator, and the face of Ayman for the last 75 years that this show has been going on. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge, huge Nakul!
Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, Warakam, Kasakai, Mumbai! Good evening and a very warm welcome to the 15th year of Ayman Annual Championship Conference. I'm assuming when we started 15 years ago, some of you may not have been born here, which is amazing. So 15 years ago, one person had an idea that young people shouldn't just inherit the world. They should be trained to lead it. They should be trained to debate it, to argue for it, against it, to understand it before they're handed it. That person is someone who's unanimously loved by everybody in this room. Can someone guess his name? The founder of IIMUN? Rishabh Shah. You know what started as a mere idea 15 years ago, today has reached this monumental scale and has had such momentous impact, which one can literally feel in the molecules of this room at the wonderful NMACC. Do you all feel it? Do you all feel the energy? Yeah? I do as well. Okay, just to give you some statistics, right? Today, IIMUN has touched over 7.5 crore students. It has walked into 150,000 schools. It has been shaped by 34,000 luminaries who chose to give their time to young minds. It runs across 275 cities in 40 countries, held together by 30,000 volunteers, many of whom have gone on to become lawmakers, authors, lawyers, civil servants, the very people who now write the rules the next generation will decide and debate. And this year, we celebrate 15 years of that work with our Championship Conference 2026. So to our students, this stage is now yours. To our guests, thank you so much for believing in what young voices do when someone can give them a microphone and a reason to speak. And to everyone in this room, welcome to 15 years of IIMUN. All right, आज के program की शुरुआत करने से पहले I'd like to request a very special guest, someone who's not just a corporate banker, who's been a professional singer, he's a social activist, the first lady of our state, someone who first graced the Ayman in 2017, Srimati Amruta Fadnavis ji, to come and sing the national song and the national anthem. Ma'am, please come on stage, yes. And to join you, because Ayman is for the young people, by the young people, young minds between 15 and 24, we have with her two lovely young students, Sharvi and Zareen, to be part of this performance with Amruta ji. Sharvi and Zareen, can we give a big hand for both of them?
Jai. Jai. Matram.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing the occasion. All right. With that solemn beginning, we're ready to start this evening's proceedings. I'd like to invite on stage now someone who's been a colleague, who's been someone who's had a wide body of work behind her. She's done a lot of television. She now does features. She's done a lot of streaming shows. I think more than any of this, I think her contribution at the Ayman, year after year, she comes and she gives her time to all the young students of this country, probably stands above everything else. I'd like to call on stage someone who's a friend, someone who I look up to, whose work I admire, Riddhi Dogra.
Can you guys hear me? Hi, everyone. It's so nice to be here. Every year I come back here and I have my own selfish reasons. It's to take in all your wonderful energies back with me and put it into the work that I do. So thank you very much. Thank you. A huge round of applause for all of you, please. There's India, there's August, and there's the youth. I have to be at the IIMUN. Personally, I have been fortunate to be a part of several of the championship conferences of IIMUN since 2017 now. I've traveled to various cities and I've seen the young energy and everything that you guys bring in all the literature festivals, the tours, MUN conferences, and it's truly, truly commendable. I would like to watch, and I'm sure all of you would like to watch, a video which encapsulates all the energy that you guys carry and you give to us through all the work that you do. So let's see what you guys have been up to in the last 12 months. Let's watch this video, sit back and enjoy.
movement to unite nations, it's still about fostering good relations. Ayman has had tremendous impact. 50 million students it could attract. Many concourses are organized. The experience is greatly prized. All over India in 275 locations. And after that in 40 nations. And then there is a special treat, an overarching international meet. Yoga and Ayurveda are taught. Brilliant speakers are sought. Heads of nations, Hollywood stars, Nobel laureates, Bollywood stars. 34,000 have shared their views. For our students, that's good news. It is such a thrill to hear students debate with skill. For the students, a major task is one action-oriented task. Plant a tree or teach a skill, or else attempt to fill a starving person's empty tummy with nutritious food that's also yummy. It is indeed Ayman's case that the world will be a better place, and the students too will benefit. For everyone, this is a hit. The suggestion is very sound. What goes around comes around. The Ayman workers organize. This helps them to rapidly rise. The volunteers never shirk. 30,000 have come to work. They often lead. In government, they succeed. To elected bodies, they are sent, some all the way to parliament. People of such eminence that their contribution is immense. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam has a very soothing hum. Indian thought was our pride, that Indian doors were open wide. External thought was celebrated and very smoothly assimilated. This indeed was our tradition, and it could serve as our new vision. With open minds and open hearts, embracing science and the arts, rote learning should be de-emphasized. Critical learning should be prized. Our differences are overrated. Our diversity should be celebrated. India should aspire to rise, not narrowly to Indianize. With open thought and a wider view, let's once again reimagine and renew an India where wisdom sought, steeped in knowledge, deep in thought, not narrowly defined or sectarian, but full of truth, humanitarian. And Ayman has a role to play in showing us the proper way to spread peace and harmony. A brighter way is what we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadir sir. Thank you so much for your words. And now for the fun part, guys. Every IIMUN ceremony carries a piece of India in it. Through music, through dance, through the stories our culture has always told the movement. And everything you're about to see tonight comes from the imagination of one man, our advisor, my mentor, Shamak Davar. He didn't just start teaching India to dance differently, he gave it a whole new language, one that blends the Indo and the contemporary into something his own. And every single dancer you're about to see carries his training in their body, personally shaped by him. And it shows in the discipline, in the energy, and the sheer joy they bring in every single move. After this first performance is a very, very special performance that you will see. You'll see two performances by the Shamak Davar troupe, and I think that's a bonanza. So huge round of applause for that. After the first performance, we have another performance by the Victory Arts Foundation, an organization that believes in promoting dance as an inclusive art form for the many needy sections of society. Over the years, Victory has become a pioneer in integrating dance and movement into the lives of individuals who have overcome numerous challenges with courage and determination. This was founded in the year 2004 by Shamak, an internationally renowned artist, philanthropist, the foundation was built on his vision of promoting inclusion, empowerment, and holistic healing through dance. You're going to love every bit of it, and I can't wait to start this performance. Guys, let's go. The stage is yours.
I will only come. Vanshita is not there only. Or I will tell someone. Ankita, Yana, after this, keep this with you. Stuti, she was there, but she's not. Okay, I'm very special.
रंगी परोड़ आवी खुशियों संग लावी रस रचीलो साज सजीलो शुभ घड़ी छे आवी आजा आजा टमटमाता शमणाओ छे लावी हो
If that is not a testament of what song, dance, and young people can do to this country, I don't know what it is. Big hand for the entire troupe of Shamak Dawar Dance Company. मेरे पीछे खड़े रोंगटे खड़े हो गए थे, literally. Unbelievable. How's everyone feeling? Yeah? You're feeling good? Feeling good. All right. I'm very excited, especially now, because we're here to talk about somebody who I deeply admire. No, Riddhi, we discussed. I'm going to do this.
No, I'm going to do this. This is not happening alone. You can't do this alone
Riddhi,
because
he's been my guru.
he's been my guru too.
He has been my mentor.
He's been my mentor too.
Okay, Ridhi, why don't we like share the stage and why don't you
We
start?
have to. And this
Yeah.
is classic Shamak Dower students' behavior. We all can't get enough of him, no matter how old we get ourselves.
Fully agree. Fully agree. Any Shamak Dava students here?
Okay, I have to share a story with you.
I love the fact that guests with us also have been students. That's amazing. Good to see fellow
Hi
friends.
Ravi, hi Taha. So nice to see you guys. I have to share a story. I was a student, I think I must be in class 11, sitting in Delhi Kamani Auditorium backstage, eating my food after working backstage and, you know, just like wearing all black, the classic Shamak outfit. And suddenly,
I still wear it.
and I see Shamak crossing and he's like, you have something special. Do something about that energy.
Oh, wow.
And I thought there's something wrong with me. I went in the green room and I actually was checking my face. Ki kuch, there's something wrong on me, but he was actually trying to identify something because उस time पे मुझे भी नहीं पता था कि मैं एक performer बनूंगी, मैं एक actor बनूंगी, मैं कभी camera के सामने आऊंगी. So he has truly been my first mentor, and I'm so great. I never thought in my wildest dreams that this will ever happen, that I'll be standing on stage introducing him. So
How
thank
incredible.
you.
I think that's what, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's an absolute legend on stage, but I think off stage, he's a teacher who so many of us really cherish. The world might consider Shah Rukh as the guru of love. Would you agree? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? But for me, I think I've learned what love is through watching him teach, through seeing him dance, to seeing him sing, to actually finding love in his class. I found love, who I married to, who I have 2 kids with, and it's all because of one man, Shamak Dawar.
Woohoo! We love you!
You know, Shamak's been with the Ayman from the inception when it was a mere idea. A lot of people join it once something gains momentum, is successful. But he's been with us since the very start. And we can't thank you enough to be with here on this all-important, a decade and a half journey of Ayman. Shamak, thank you so much. And to felicitate you, I'd like to call on stage the 26th Navy Chief, Admiral Dinesh Tripathi.
You know, Parsis, we always say darlings, so thank you, my darlings. Thank you, the audience. I have lovely guests out here who are big dignitaries, and also one of them is my student, who I love very much, my Amruta Fadnavis ji, who I love. See, I'm proud to say you're my student. Then, and a star in her own right, I love you too. And my Mohan Bhagwat ji, who's been here so sweetly and been really kind, and he says I smile a lot, so I love that. So thank you very much. My Victory Arts Foundation has been started in 2004, and it's been a long time. And in fact, the person whose legs were cut off actually lost his legs in 2021, but he came to class and he carried on working, and today he's performing on stage. So, yeah. So I just want to tell everyone in the audience that never be ashamed of who you are with whatever you have. I was a very difficult, it was a difficult life for me because I was a boy dancing, and about 40 years ago, I'm 65 now, but 40 years ago to even think of dancing was impossible. And today we have kids who have feet, and then we have kids who don't have feet. So the thing is that even if you have any condition that you feel you're ashamed of, never be ashamed. Come to my classes. We never charge money ever, and we'll teach you free. But please come if you know anybody who has special abilities. Please come to my school. We will always look after you. Thank you so much. And my Rishabh, I love you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We're going to call the granddaddy of Ayman now. Cyrus Brocha, are you in the room?
Not only am I in the room, but Shamak, Shamak, can you please do the signature kick once? Let them see your stuff. No, Baba, 1 minute. Shamak, please. Do you want to see Shamak's signature step? Come on. I'll do it with you.
I could do a kick, but you see, unfortunately, I'm in this absurd outfit. So it'll, there'll be a hole inside and Hava will come inside and I will feel cold and therefore I can't kick. I love you.
We can't argue with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly come to the audience without banging and hurting this lovely lady. I'm so sorry. Hello, sir. Stomach in, jaga nahi hai. Esteemed patron. All right. Hello, how are you? Hello, sir. Which school are you in, sir?
Yeah, I am a vice consul of Denmark Council.
Vice Consul of Denmark. Who wants to go to Denmark on a holiday? Sir, there's a long line. When will you do the visas? Huh? Right now? Okay, we interrupt the show. Rishabh, come back next year. We have got important things to do. Denmark, get in touch, sir. What's your name?
Kanan.
Mr. Karan, is it like excellency?
It's an honorary post. No?
No money, honorary post. What's wrong with Denmark? They don't pay us. Don't worry, I'll put in a word or two. But let's find some really young entrepreneur. Quickly, we have to. Oh, he's gone to sleep. Baba, what happened?
Nothing.
What happened? You're fast asleep?
No.
Give a big hand. Our first victim of the night. He got so bored he fell asleep. I'm so sorry, Baba. What would you like? Would you like Shah Rukh to come on? What would you like?
I don't really know.
But then what interests you? What do you like in life? Whatever you want, we'll provide.
I like a lot of
food preference. I could name every restaurant. restaurant in New York alphabetically. What began as a casual relationship was now turning into something more serious. I also understood attention to detail. Rishabh trained us daily and even made us memorize the entire flight schedule. Today, I might not know a lot, but I know that an Airbus A380 is 73 meters long and can carry 850 passengers in an economy layout. Knowledge is power. At 18, I took the Mumbai contingent of kids to the US with immense confidence in myself because I had a month of training behind me. 10 years later, even today, in the face of crisis at my design practice Capiche or a show I'm writing, I deal with any situation with confidence because I have trained for it for years. Perhaps it's the same practice and belief that helped me design and execute a 4,500 square foot office space in 2.5 months. The office IIMan now calls home. 18-year-old Mariam interning at IIMan didn't know that she'd make the headquarters one day. But boy, was I delusional. Signing out, Mariam Pardawala, batch of 2016. I will now ask Prateek to join us.
First of all, good evening, all of you guys. My name is Prateek Davre. I'm an alumni. I joined back in 2017 and I passed out from 2019. My official graduation year and also from IIM my graduation year. So I'm here today to speak about my journey with all of you. So if I have to talk, my journey truly starts or begin in this place called Siraspet near Reshimbagh ground in Nagpur, where my father grew up. And he moved to Mumbai to explore opportunities in film movie industry. But I think life had other plans. And we found ourselves living in this slum in Lala Supara called Bhim Dongri. It was a shanty-like home with no water connection, no electricity, almost no electricity. We used to cook food in a chula. This is, by the way, back in 2012. Growing up, my family struggled to provide or afford our education. Because of that, I had to drop out of my school a couple of times. And only in 9th grade, I realized if circumstances have to change, I have to be that change. And to that end, what I did is I started taking up whatever jobs I could. I used to work as a labor in factories in Vasai, earning meager 120 rupees a day for an 8 hours or 9 hours shift. Factories like Amul, worked as sales representative in mall, also as a waiter in people's weddings. But in all of this darkness, I think the only thing which gave me hope was the education. And that education kind of brought me to Jai Hind College in Mumbai for my graduation studies. So, just one sec, yes. And in all this while, we were also battling my mother tuberculosis. So that was one of the dark times of my time. And in Jai Hind College, in my second year, no, actually end of first year, one of my classmates shared this message on the group that there's this internship at IIMUN. And I joined IIMUN. I think when I look back, IIMUN was the turning point of my life. Trust me. It changed my life. So when I stand here on this stage, And I say Iman didn't just teach me public speaking or leadership, time management, and all those skills which basically made my resume stronger. But it has also given me mentors who believed in me when I myself could not. It has given me friends who had become my family almost. And most importantly, it has given me the confidence to believe in myself that I can do things which I myself could not have done on my own. IMN also supported my education. It paid my fees from second year onwards. It helped me a lot. Today, I have the privilege of working in this place called JP Morgan as a team lead. And I've also worked in several leading organizations like ICICI Bank, Morgan Stanley. But I think the most important part of my life would have been I went back to this same college where I was standing once upon a time, literally pleading to my HOD, please give me concession in fee so that I can join the first year. And I'm a visiting faculty now there as well. At home, we have replaced that chula with the LPG connection. We have bought some luxuries of life, maybe the fridge, AC and all that. We still live on rent. My parents don't have to no longer worry about the fact that next day's meal will come from where, because that's been sorted by me at least. My sister has taken off from her work. She is pursuing her acting passion. And my next dream is to buy an humble abode in this city called Mumbai. If I stand before such a distinguished leaders and luminaries like you guys, I think it is because Ayman saw potential in me, which I myself did not, or basically long before I saw it myself. I would like to conclude with a quote that Rishabh often shares. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Coming from a vegetarian guy like him, it's little amusing for me. But the lesson behind that has shaped my life. Ayman didn't just teach me how to fish. It gave a young boy who once questioned his own future the courage to dream without limits. For that, I will be forever grateful to everyone at IMUN and Rishabh specifically. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Thank you.
A big hand to Pratik, ladies and gentlemen. Real sorry, pulling himself up from wherever to great heights, which all of you are going to do as well, right? Come on! Wake up, wake up! Picture baki hai bhai. Okay, listen. You like music? You want more music? But Shamak is a little upset. He wants people to dance. He doesn't want you to sit in your chair and just look. So do you promise to dance? But don't stamp on auntie. Just look carefully when you're dancing. All right, are we ready? Okay, let's call on the Shamak performers for another round of Dance India Dance.
बदन पे सितारे लपेटे हुए हो जाने तमन्ना किधर जा रही हो जरा पास आओ
Let them exit. I'll get killed by rhinos. When can I go on TV? Yeah, I know. Thanks. Can we have the lights, please? We paid for 1 hour. Still 5 minutes are left, guys. Can we have the lights on? Stage lights. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. All right. These are our next guests, these 5 people in black. They're going to talk to the audience in 2 minutes. No, we've got a very eminent personality coming. Please stay where you are. Very interesting conversation is going to happen. But first, the guy who's going to interview this great personality is none other than Rishabh. Do you know who Rishabh is? But you all don't know Rishabh's story. See, many years ago, Rishabh was in a fancy school in South Mumbai. He went to participate in a political debate sort of thing in Delhi. And he got tongue-tied in the debate and he couldn't remember things and he wasn't prepared. And he was humiliated, personally speaking. It happens to me every day. He came back to Bombay and he decided never again. And that's how Rishabh was actually reborn. He became today, this whole Ayman thing is his idea. A very politically conscious, socially conscious, very just kind of human being. He never double parks. He's very careful with the way he treats the world. He's a very, very, very perfect sort of gentleman. But how did that happen? How did that Rishabh, who was floundering and couldn't think and couldn't remember things and was all over the place, become this superb speaker? If you follow his Insta, etc., very logical, wise mind on a young pair of shoulders. How did that happen? And the answer is steroids. So, yeah, so that's my message. Don't do steroids, all right? Okay, but learn from him. He's got lovely hair, Rishabh. He uses conditioner twice a week and never washes more than once. Here he is, the one and only. Please give a loud round of applause for our founding father, the one and only
Please, don't. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I evidently don't take steroids. Otherwise, there would be biceps and triceps. But thank you, Cyrus. You know, today is a very special day. It's the 15th year of Ayman. And the world is a little bit of 6 and 7. You understand? The world is a little bit of 6 and 7. And Gen Z and Gen Alpha understand 6 and 7. And today as we mark this momentous day, we were thinking of whom to write, and this was 1 year ago. We were thinking of whom to write in order to come to speak at Ayman on its 15th year, on this occasion. And then there were a bunch of people that we wanted to write to, but everyone in the organization came to the consensus that Ayman talks about man-making. We talk about building leaders of tomorrow. We talk about spreading Bharatiyata in the next generation, and hopefully, in the sense, unite the world through the next generation of leaders. So we said we're celebrating 15 years, but there's been an organization that's been doing this for 100 years. And perhaps it would make a lot of sense for us to take some notes as to how exactly it should be done. So we've been taking those notes from a while, but we thought we'll invite the man and request him to come and speak to all of us at the organization. We wrote to him obviously a year ago, but his conversation happens today. And today the entire country's focus, and I'm so glad it is, the entire country's focus is on Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So I'm delighted that it has happened at this opportune moment that we have his presence with us So please join me as we welcome for a very special conversation, which is happening, I believe, in the Shatabdi year, the 100th year, for the first time in terms of young people, in the form of a question answer session, none other than the chief of RSS, Shri Mohan Bhagwat ji. Please. फर्स्टली तो मैं तहे दिल से आपको शुक्रिया करना चाहता हूँ कि आपने ये कॉन्वर्सेशन करने के लिए ये एक्सेप्ट किया, न्योता एक्सेप्ट किया, ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द एंटायर एडवाइजरी बोर्ड, on behalf of our international advisors, on behalf of 150,000 schools and colleges, but most importantly, sir, on behalf of the 2,000 Gen Z and Gen Alpha who are watching you today, thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you.
सर, आज कई प्रश्न है, मन में कई प्रश्न है, और पहला प्रश्न ये है संवाद के बारे में. मैं तो बिलीव करता हूं that dialogue can solve anything and everything. But at the same point in time, लोग बोलते हैं कि dialogue when it fails, तो आंदोलन करना जरूरी है. और अभी हम लोग ने देखा थोड़े दिन पहले कि एक आंदोलन हुआ था. एंड लोकतंत्र में मैं ये मानता हूं कि the two things are important. One is dialogue, second is आंदोलन. The idea is that आंदोलन only happens when dialogue fails. तो कई लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं और कई लोगों का मानना है कि भारत सरकार ने यदि पहले ही डायलॉग कर लिया होता, पहले ही जेन जी से बात कर ली होती, तो देन आंदोलनता नहीं होती. तो इस पे आपका क्या राय है, एक. और दूसरा कि आंदोलन करना खराब है क्या? ये दो प्रश्न है स्टार्ट में सर.
आंदोलन भी एक डायलॉग का तरीका है. हम यहाँ बैठ के बात कर रहे हैं, इसमें समझ में आ गया ठीक है, नहीं तो हमारा डिबेट चलेगा. आप किसी कठिनाई में हो या मैं किसी कठिनाई में हूँ, सुलझाना आपके हाथ में है, मेरे हाथ में, और नहीं हो रहा है तो मैं चिल्लाऊंगा, मैं आपको वहां से लेके आऊंगा, ये पहले करो, अर्जेंट है, ऐसा कहूंगा. डेमोक्रेसी में प्रोटेस्ट भी कॉन्सेंसस बनाने का एक तरीका है. लॉट ऑफ व्यूज कम टुगेदर एंड a consensus is evolved after discussion. That discussion may happen through dialogue. Due to various reasons, if that thing is not heard, agitation पर जा सकते हैं. लेकिन ये सब करना है to evolve the consensus, not to create divisions. अब जेनजी की बात है तो अभी जो हुआ है, ग्रीवेंस तो जेन्युइन है. भारत की शिक्षा में बहुत कुछ करने की आवश्यकता है, नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए बात होती है. तो डायलॉग होना चाहिए. डायलॉग के बाद नहीं होता तो क्या करना, बात की बात है. और मेरा अनुभव ऐसा है जेनजी के बारे में, हम लोग जेनजी की आयु में थे तो हमारी पीढ़ी का स्वभाव ऐसा था कि बड़े जो कहते थे वो मान लेते थे, हम क्वेश्चन नहीं करते थे. तो उस समय की परिस्थिति. अभी जैन जी वो प्रश्न पूछते हैं, उनको लॉजिकल आंसर चाहिए,
करेक्ट,
और इसके साथ प्यार चाहिए. प्यार है तो ये आंसर दे सकते हैं. आपका मेरा परिचय नहीं, आपस में कोई संबंध नहीं, और आपने प्रश्न पूछा तो मैं तुमको न तो पूछने वाले, ऐसा होगा. लेकिन हम जानते हैं एक दूसरे को, आपस में कुछ संबंध है, तो आपने पूछा तो मैं जवाब दूंगा. तो ये बातें होनी चाहिए. डेमोक्रेसी में ये तरीका है. अंग्रेजी में डिबेट कहते हैं, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ शब्द है शास्त्रार्थ. उसमें वाद और प्रतिवाद नहीं होता है, उसमें पूर्व पक्ष उत्तर पक्ष होता है. तो हम सब पहलुओं को देखते हैं और हर एक का अपना अपना देखने का नजरिया है, तो एक नया डायमेंशन ध्यान में आता है हर सब्जेक्ट का. तो वी गेट सो मेनी ओपिनियंस, इवन कॉन्ट्ररी ओपिनियंस, दैट टुगेदर फॉर्म द टोटल व्यू ऑफ द ट्रुथ. तो ये होना ही चाहिए. तो जैन जी ने आंदोलन नहीं करना चाहिए वगैरह, ऐसा मैं करूंगा नहीं. लेकिन ये कैसे करना, क्या करना डेमोक्रेसी में, इसके तरीके भी बताए हैं. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमको जिन्होंने दिया, डॉक्टर बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर का, अगर 2 स्पीचेस हमने
भगवान का स्वरूप है, उन पे कई बार जो इनोसेंट है उन पे कई बार लाठीचार्ज होता है, पेलेट गन फायरिंग हुआ था. तो ये सारे विषय के
और एक बात,
हाँ, आपका क्या मानना है, ये होना चाहिए?
ये जो बातें है ना
जी,
ये क्यों हुआ, क्या हुआ, इसके कारणों में जाना पड़ेगा, जिसके लिए जो जानकारी चाहिए मेरे पास नहीं है. आपके पास भी पूरी नहीं होगी ऐसा मुझे लगता है
जी.
लेकिन इसको देख के कहाँ गड़बड़ है ये तय करना पड़ेगा. मैं अभी ये नहीं कह सकता कि क्या हुआ, क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि सही गलत मुझे भी मालूम नहीं. आप भी पढ़कर बता रहे हैं, मैं भी पढ़कर बता रहा हूँ. आज सुबह मैं आ रहा था तो कुछ मॉड्यूल्स वगैरह इसमें घुस गए, उनका कुछ भंडाफोड़ वगैरह इसी न्यूज़ में पढ़ रहा था. वो कितनी सही है नहीं है मुझे मालूम नहीं, लेकिन मुझे अगर आंख मूंदकर विश्वास रखने के लिए कहा तो मैं जैन जी पर विश्वास रखूंगा.
क्या बात है, वाह. अभी आपने एक चीज बताई जेन जी के बारे में कि आप वो ऑनेस्ट है, आप आंख बंद करके उन पे विश्वास करते हैं. और आपने एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात बताई एजुकेशन के बारे में और शिक्षा के बारे में. ये संस्था में 300 अभी शिक्षक बैठे हैं, प्रिंसिपल्स एंड ओनर्स ऑफ स्कूल्स. दे आर ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस कॉन्वर्जेशन सर. एंड देयरफॉर आई वांटेड टू आस्क यू दिस सर कि 15 लाख स्कूल्स में अभी भी 1 लाख स्कूल्स है भारत में जहां हम लोगों के पास टॉयलेट्स की सुविधा बच्चियों के लिए नहीं है. तो सर गाइस लेट मी फिनिश द क्वेश्चन. तो सर बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी बचाओ अच्छा स्लोगन है, पर ये स्लोगन में बेटी पढ़ेगी कहाँ यदि उधर व्यवस्था ही नहीं है टॉयलेट की। तो सर ये एक सर दूसरा इसमें सर 15,000 स्कूल में अभी तक बेसिकली वाटर की फैसिलिटी नहीं है, पानी पीने की सुविधा नहीं है। तो सर शिक्षा मैं मानता हूँ कई चीज़ हुई है शिक्षा में, बट शिक्षा में बहुत सारी चीज़ होनी चाहिए और मेरे लिए तो ये नेशनल इमरजेंसी है, क्योंकि देश को यदि विकसित बनाना है तो शिक्षा ठीक करनी पड़ेगी। तो आप ये मानते हैं कि दैट द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन टू बिकम स्ट्रॉन्गर वी शुड फोकस मोर ऑन एजुकेशन, एंड इफ सो व्हाट इज द वन एजुकेशन रिफॉर्म दैट यू प्रपोज सर?
पहली बात, एक से नहीं होगा, मैं 2-3 बताऊंगा।
जी सर।
पहला है कि शिक्षा ये कमर्शियल बिजनेस नहीं है
जी,
वो जीवन की नेसेसिटी है। इसलिए शिक्षा सर्वसुलभ हो, सबको मिले, ऐसा उसका स्ट्रक्चर करना चाहिए। तो इसमें तो बहुत सारा विचार करना पड़ेगा, फीस को लेके सारी बातें। दूसरा, शिक्षा हम सबकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तो जिसका काम वो ठीक करे वो होना ही चाहिए। नहीं हो रहा है तो गड़बड़ है, उसको ठीक करना चाहिए। लेकिन मैं अपने जगह क्या कर सकता हूँ, उदाहरणार्थ कई जगह कई स्थान हैं हमारे यहाँ, तो ग्रामीणों ने और कार्यकर्ताओं ने मिलके वहाँ के स्कूल को ठीक किया। तो ये ऐसी फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी, तो गांव वालों ने थोड़ी थोड़ी संसाधन जुटाकर ये फैसिलिटीज उत्पन्न की। पास के शहर में किसी भले आदमी को पकड़ा, कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन उसने स्कूल में लगा दिए, ऐसा करके किया। अब शिक्षा का जो फाइनेंशियल बर्डन है, अगर समाज पूरा ध्यान देगा, क्योंकि ये शिक्षा सरकार की दी हुई वगैरह नहीं है, ये हमारे बच्चों की शिक्षा है। तो हमारे बच्चों की शिक्षा ठीक हो, इसलिए हमको भी एक्टिव रहना चाहिए, विजिलेंट भी रहना चाहिए और असिस्ट भी करना चाहिए। ये अगर एक्टिविज्म हुआ तो ये सुधार बहुत जल्दी आएगा। बाकी जिनको शिक्षा देनी है उनका भी ट्रेनिंग होना चाहिए। वी हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम टीचर्स, ट्रेन दी टीचर्स, ये करना चाहिए। बाद वगैरह बातें आती है, बाद में आते हैं नहीं, बाद में करने की नहीं है, साथ साथ करनी है। लेकिन बेसिक तो ये है कि शिक्षा हम अगली पीढ़ी बनाने के लिए दे रहे हैं, स्कूल चलाने या पैसा कमाने के लिए नहीं दे रहे, ये होना चाहिए। और हम सब लोगों का सहभाग उसमें होना चाहिए, सब लोगों का ध्यान रहना चाहिए, तो ठीक रहेगा। ये दो बदल अगर हम करेंगे तो बहुत जल्दी बातें ठीक हो जाएंगी। ऐसा कुछ जो हुआ है थोड़ा सा इस दृष्टि से, उससे मेरा अनुभव है। और बोल ही देता हूं मैं, आप लोग भी कुछ ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट लेंगे आगे, 15 साल हो गए, अब हमारी एक ताकत बन गई है, उसके भरोसे ऐसा अगर समाज को साथ लेकर शिक्षा में कुछ ठीक ठाक करना, ऐसा आप लोग करने लगे तो इस प्रयास में और बहुत एक बड़ी प्रयास की मात्रा जुड़ जाएगी।
थैंक यू। प्रयास ये रहेगा कि एजुकेशन में भी अभी ऑन ग्राउंड जाके स्कूल्स में क्या कर सकते हैं, इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वगैरह भी क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, वो करेंगे। पर इसमें सर आपने टीचर्स के बारे में बात की, तो जस्ट वन क्विक फॉलोअप इसमें कि 10 लाख टीचर्स की वैकेंसी भी है आज की तारीख में। ये बात सही है कि 1 करोड़ टीचर्स है, बट 10 लाख टीचर की वैकेंसी है सर। तो ये मैं मानता हूँ, और मैंने जब ये पूरा आंदोलन हुआ था तभी मैंने एक प्लैकार्ड लिया था, नॉट फॉर सीजेपी, नॉट फॉर बीजेपी, आई एम फॉर एजुकेशन, हाउ मेनी लाइक मी, ऐसा करके मैंने सर लिया था। तो बस सर इसमें सुझाव हम लोग ने दिया था कि प्लीज फॉर्म अ कमिटी ऑफ एक्सपर्ट्स, एंड वो कमिटी ऑफ एक्सपर्ट्स बनाई गई जो ए पॉलिटिकल कमिटी है सर। पर 2024 में भी ऐसी कमेटी बनाई गई थी, राधाकृष्णन सर की कमेटी। ये कमिटीज बनाते रहते हैं हर सरकार सर, पर सर कोई सरकार ने 6% अब तक एजुकेशन को बजट नहीं दिया है। तो सर मैं आपके माध्यम से, बिकॉज नेशनल मीडिया आपके कारण हमें भी देख रही है, तो आपके माध्यम से डू यू थिंक दैट द गवर्नमेंट शुड पे मोर अटेंशन टू एजुकेशन सर?
क्योंकि 6% बजट एलोकेशन की मांग तो पुरानी है और हम उसका समर्थन करते हैं।
बढ़िया है।
हम तो
बढ़िया है
वगैरह में जाने वाले लोग नहीं हैं, लेकिन ये मांग उचित है, ऐसा हमको लगता है, उस पर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होना चाहिए। अब सरकार के द्वारा ठीक इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो, इसके लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए, केवल वो करने से नहीं होगा, क्योंकि ऐसा तो कभी किसी ने कहा नहीं कि सरकारी पूरी शिक्षा चलाए, तो हम सब मिलके तो चला सकते हैं। स्कूल चलाने का एक बहुत बड़ा प्रयास हमारे कार्यकर्ता भी विद्या भारती संगठन के माध्यम से कर रहे हैं, तो 23,000 अच्छे स्कूल चलते हैं बहुत प्रांतों में, उसका एक प्रेस्टीज है। तो ये तो कोई बजट वगैरह के भरोसे नहीं हुआ है, अपने नई पीढ़ी के बारे में चिंता और उसके चलते प्रयास, इसी से हुआ है। मुझे लगता है ये स्पिरिट जगाने की आवश्यकता पहली है, बाकी सब अपने आप हो जाएगा। अगर ये हुआ तो जनता में एक मूड बनेगा, और कोई सरकार या कोई पॉलिटिशियन जनता को इग्नोर नहीं कर सकता, तो बिना आंदोलन के भी ये हो जाएगा।
बिना आंदोलन के भी ये हो जाएगा और 6% बजट मिल जाएगा। अरे वाह, ये सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा। एंड आई एम श्योर दैट दिस इज समथिंग दैट एवरीबॉडी रेजोनेट्स विद, हु बिलीव्स ट्रूली इन द कॉज ऑफ एजुकेशन।
यस,
थैंक यू। पर सर, एजुकेशन के अलावा जेन जी और जेन अल्फा को बहुत अनेक अन्य चीज इन्फ्लुएंस करती है। उसमें से एक बड़ी चीज जो मैं मानता हूं, जो आंदोलन में भी देखा गया, वो है सोशल मीडिया। इंस्टाग्राम के वीडियोस बहुत प्रभावित करते हैं। अभी इंस्टाग्राम पे सर ऐसा ही है, एल्गोरिथम जैसे चलते हैं, तो मतलब आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी के वीडियो लाइक कर लो तो आपको एक ही तरीके की विचारधारा मिलेगी, आप राहुल जी की वीडियो लाइक कर लो तो दूसरी तरीके की विचारधारा मिलेगी। तो इसमें जो बच्चों का जो हो रहा है, दे आर बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर पोलराइज्ड। तो सोशल मीडिया पे जो रील मॉडल्स भी है, तो एक तो ये पोलराइजेशन का विषय है, और दूसरा है सर, जब मैं क्रिकेट देखता था तभी मेरा रोल मॉडल राहुल द्रविड़ था। तो वो सर 100 बॉल में 1 रन बनाता था, सब लोग ताली बजाते थे। सर अभी जनरेशन बदल गया है, इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन का जनरेशन है। वो लोग को लाइक तुरंत चाहिए, वो लोग को चीज तुरंत चाहिए, क्योंकि वो लोग के जो रील मॉडल्स है जो इंस्टाग्राम पे दिखते हैं वो वैसे है। तो हम लोग दोष ठहराते हैं जेन जी को जब भी कुछ गलत बोलते हैं वगैरह, जो वो बोलना नहीं चाहिए। पर एट द सेम पॉइंट इन टाइम सोशल मीडिया और समाज का भी इसमें बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। तो हाउ शुड इंडिया टैकल सोशल मीडिया? अन्य देशों ने तो बैन कर दिया बिलो दी एज ऑफ 16, ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, फिनलैंड है वगैरह। तो बैन करना चाहिए या दूसरा कुछ तरीके से उपयोग करना चाहिए इसका?
आपके प्रश्न में ही उत्तर है। नियम बनाना, डिसिप्लिन बनाना ये ठीक है, लेकिन ये तब यशस्वी होता है जब एटीट्यूड बदले। तो कानून तो बहुत बने हैं, उनका क्या हो रहा है? तो समाज माने तब कानून चलता है। तो आपने बताया कि रोल मॉडल वैसे है, रोल मॉडल तो पहले पीढ़ी के वो वैसे है, तो रोल मॉडल को बदलना पड़ेगा अपने आप को, है ना। हम एक, जैसे सोशल मीडिया पर एक मैं इकॉन हूं, तो मुझे ये कि मेरे कारण 10 लाख लोग अनुकरण करते हैं मैं जो करता हूं उसका, तो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हो गई कि 10 लाख लोग मेरे पीछे चल के गड्ढे में न जाए, इतना तो मुझे देखना है। ये विवेक चाहिए। सोशल मीडिया में अभी तो टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसी है कि मेरे आपके चित्र बना पर भी हमारे मुंह में शब्द डालकर आवाज सहित सब बातें वैसी ही करके दिखा सकते, फेक वीडियोस वगैरह आते हैं। तो ये जानने के बाद सोशल मीडिया का उपयोग करते समय ऑथेंटिक सोर्स से वेरिफिकेशन किए बिना विश्वास नहीं रखना, ये देखना चाहिए। तो कुछ डिसिप्लिन हमको, सेल्फ इम्पोज डिसिप्लिन अबाउट द मीडिया, ये करनी पड़ेगी। जैन जी वगैरह उनमें ये विवेक उत्पन्न हो क्या करना कैसे करना, ऐसा उसके पहले की जनरेशन हम लोगों को रहना पड़ेगा। उसके बाद अगर ये डिसिप्लिन वगैरह लागू होती है तो काम करेगी, नहीं तो फिर किसी बात को बैन करो आप तो 2 नंबर के मार्केट में चली जाती है और ज्यादा जोर से चलती है। ये नहीं होना चाहिए। इसलिए इसका उत्तर देना है तो पूरे समाज को ऐसा उत्तर देना पड़ेगा, सरकार सहित, तभी ये काम होगा।
सर अभी परंपरा, प्रतिष्ठा और अनुशासन, वो डायलॉग जो था अभी इंस्टाग्राम का मीम बन गया, जैसे मतलब वो पोस्टर बन गया, पर ये पोस्टर से निकल के एक्चुअल में परंपरा सेम रहनी चाहिए। एंड ये आपने जो बताया दैट सही रोल मॉडल्स चुनने चाहिए, पर इसमें एक चीज है, जो ज्यादा हेट करता है, ज्यादा वायलेंस करता है, तो उनको ज्यादा व्यूज मिलते हैं, उनको ज्यादा लाइक्स मिलते हैं। आज शायद से राहुल द्रविड़ को T20 टीम में मौका भी ना मिले, तो जमाना थोड़ा बदल गया है, तो इसमें नए रोल मॉडल्स को सामने कैसे लाए?
अब ये थोड़ा कॉन्ट्रास्ट है ना, वी डोंट बिलीव इन वायलेंस, ऐसा भी हम कहते हैं ना, वही यानी जेन जी वगैरह वगैरह सब, दे डोंट सब्सक्राइब टू वायलेंस, देन व्हाई दे बिलीव इन द रोल मॉडल्स विच आर वायलेंट? ये हमको विचार करना पड़ेगा। सो वी हैव टू डिसाइड मेरा पर्पस क्या है, मेरा क्या है, उसके अनुसार हमको विचार करना पड़ेगा। तो वहां एक बात, यहाँ एक बात, ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा।
दूसरा विषय इसमें, इट इज इंडियाज इंटरनेशनल मूवमेंट टू यूनाइट नेशंस। यहाँ पहले रो में और अन्य देशों से कई एम्बेसडर्स, कई व्यक्ति आए हैं, स्टूडेंट्स भी जुड़े हैं। तो मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि हमारे बाजू में दो देश हैं जो हमारे खास मित्र हैं, पाकिस्तान और चीन, और ये दो देशों हमारे साथ काफी बार लड़ाई होती रहती है। जब लड़ाई होती है तभी भारत में विचार ऐसा आता है कि वी शुड नॉट टॉक टू देम, दैट बिकॉज दे आर फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट अस। व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन civil to civil, civilian to civilian ties in the times of conflict and even otherwise? Should they continue, and if so, how?
In the times of conflict, we have to go with whatever our government military does. But that should not sever the ties which are already there. You have given two examples, Pakistan and China. China, people say that for 2000 years, Bharat has given us some values. And Pakistan was Bharat, not more, less than 100 years before. This should not be forgotten. These ties cannot be severed. They can put at hold till conflict is there. But what is the solution? Bharat solution. Bharatiya solution is not conquering or obliterating others. To form that harmonious assimilating process, that requires dialogue. So conflicts may halt all these relations, but they cannot sever. They should not. Sometimes, after resolution of conflict, we have to take up the sutra from where we have left it, and we have to continue. So permanent enmity, permanent hatred is not the solution. When there is some trouble, we have to look after it, and there is a way to look after it. We have to be all for that way. But that is a temporary thing. It comes due to politics. It is not that the Pakistanis are wholeheartedly enemies of Indians. That is not the way, or Indians are like that. It is not there. But states, politics, international borders, that is also there. That is a fact of life. So during conflict, we are with our government. We are with our military. But we know that sometimes it has to cease, and we have to be one. Because humanity is one.
How lovely. Humanity is one. And therefore, sir, I think Bharat can be both Vishwamitra and Vishwaguru in that sense. And we can hopefully unite the world, because we are not looking to conquer any other country, but we are looking to unite. तो सर स्पष्ट पूछ लेता हूँ एक बार, आज की तारीख में सिविल सोसाइटी को पाकिस्तान और चीन के जो स्टूडेंट्स है या फिर नॉर्मल सिविल सोसाइटी है, उनके साथ संबंध रखना चाहिए, उनको बुलाना चाहिए, बातचीत करनी चाहिए, हाँ या ना?
Not during times of conflict, I tell you. Now conflict is a military war or even terrorism. That is a sort of conflict. This terrorism is not only a terrorism by radical groups. It has a whole philosophy behind it. And there is a policy behind it. 1,000 cuts. So it is a hidden war. So we have to treat it accordingly.
Okay. अंडरस्टूड. दूसरा विषय जो इंटरनेशनल बच्चों में काफ़ी बातचीत होती है, अभी भारत में बातचीत होती है अबाउट द LGBTQIA+ कम्युनिटी. तो ये विषय पे आपने कई बार बोला है एंड यू हैव स्पोकन एंड यू हैव सेड दैट everybody is a part of the same community and we should treat everyone in the same manner. But sir, my question then to you in this is कि same sex marriage जो है अब तक वो लीगलाइज नहीं किया गया है एंड संघ की विचारधारा इस पे और जेन जी और जेन अल्फा में ये काफ़ी बात होती है. उसके लिए मैं आपको पूछना चाहता हूँ दैट व्हाई इज द RSS स्टेटिंग दैट सेम सेक्स मैरिज शुड बी डिसअलाउड?
तो सेम, डिड आई एवर से सेम मैनर?
सॉरी सर,
डिड आई एवर से सेम मैनर?
नो सर.
No.
नो.
LGBT or whatever, they are all part of the society
Thank you.
which we belong to. And in our society, there is a tradition of accommodating them. There were systems. Now, marriage is not in our tradition, vivaha. That is not a convenience created so that two people should live together. It is an institution which is created by marriage, family. Family is unit of society. And next generations are trained in kutumba or family to be good citizens of that country. So training of next generation by their relations, mata, pita, all these things. That is also an ancient system running. Now, we have to have some system first. The existing system, if we disturb, and new systems we don't have, a conflict. Secondly, we cannot mix these things. We have to prepare the society first, because laws don't dictate society. Society dictates the laws. है ना? So we have to educate the society first. That stage is not there. And at this stage, if we tamper with the vivaha system, that will create some other side effects. So instead of that, prepare a system which can accommodate all these people. They are part of the society. And it should be seen to accordingly. That is definite. But manner can change. Manner has to change. This situation, we have to have these special measures. That is why same-sex marriage don't say that. How these same-sex companions can live together, you have to devise some system. You can form a law for that. Society will accept that.
How lovely. How lovely. How lovely. So same सेक्स कंपेनियनशिप, उसके बारे में विमर्श और विचार करना चाहिए एंड इवेंचुअली उस पे कोई लॉ पास करना चाहिए कि दैट बिकम्स एक्सेप्टेबल इन सोसाइटी. आई एम सो ग्लैड.
Not only that,
yes,
that will continue the smooth running of the society in future also. That type.
For Gen Z and Gen Alpha and the many conversations that we have about this government having progressive and sometimes not so progressive views and have people from the same ideology having such views, I am so glad that you made this statement, clarified it, and you said this. Sir, और एक विषय है महिला के बारे में, and you have stated saying that men must step back and empower women to lead. And I quote you in this word to word, आपने ये बताया है. According
role of women in not only Bharatiya society, everywhere in the world, we take it that it is equal and complementary to each other. So they have to be trained in capacities as we train men in capacities. So everything they can do and everything they should be trained for. और क्या पूछना है? That role is there.
और सर इसमें ये पूछना है सर, the RSS truly believes that women are equal partners in nation building. But sir, then why does the core organization of the RSS remain intrinsically male? And why is the solution?
Okay.
Guys, this is a samvad, this is not a vivad.
No, it's okay.
This is samvad.
You are asking questions from their mind. That is why they are clapping.
सर ये भी क्लैरिफाई कर दूं, लोगों को लगेगा मेरे प्रश्न है, बाद में डांट भी मुझे पड़ेगी, श्रेय भी मुझे जाएगा, तो मैं पहले ही बोल देता हूं that these questions, the reason why they are clapping so much, have been crowdsourced from the students who are sitting here, not just sitting here, but from all the schools and colleges that we work with. Okay. So उसके लिए ताली ज़्यादा बजा रहा है. But sir, ये यदि why is the solution always to keep women in a separate parallel wing rather than integrating them into the apex decision-making body of the RSS?
So this question has been asked because you have incomplete information. In all the organizations that Swayamsevaks are running, women are shouldering responsibilities with men in equal capacities. Except RSS, there is a reason. When RSS started, if we had started the organization in women also, we wouldn't have thrived. That times were like this. This question would not have been asked at that time because it was very natural to form separate organizations of women. Secondly, the organization that were formed by women for the same purpose, Rashtra Sevika Samiti, it had and it has and it will have full support from RSS, even training. But they have told us that we will work here. You don't interfere. You work there. We will not interfere. We will help each other. That mandate, when they will withdraw, we will start doing work in women also. But in apex body of RSS, Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha, all the women working in the public field, they are also invited in the process of decision making. They are there for full 3 days. So this information you should have, then this question will not arise.
So sometimes we need this kind of information from you.
Yes.
It is better that you give it than I give it.
That is why you ask questions and I answer them.
पर इसमें और एक चीज है सर कि आपने यदि बोला एंड जैसे लास्ट भी बोला था उसमें मैंने वापस क्लैरिफाई कर दिया था अबाउट LGBTQ. यदि if the women's wing of the RSS says that we don't need a women's wing anymore, then we will see one cohesive cohort that is between the RSS, that is the men and the women and everybody else equally and a part of the organization.
It is not a wing, it is separate autonomous organization.
Right.
If they say that, okay, now RSS should also work, so we will start working in women.
Okay. Okay. Sir, second last question मेरे ओर से. एक विषय है which is complementary to education. Education के बाद 24 की आयु के बाद students essentially 21 के बाद they look for jobs. भारत में there are 1.6 billion people now and there are 40 crore who are Gen Z sir. तो इसमें जाहिर सी बात है that इतने सारे youth के लिए jobs एक साथ create करना it is a difficult task. But at the same point in time it is also true that there is a 16% youth unemployment that is there in our country sir. It is also true sir that young people are not finding jobs of their choice. It is true that there is an all-time income gap between the rich and the poor. Last time such kind of inequality happened was in 1922, where the top 1% now holds 40% of our national income, sir. So, sir, unemployment में भी काफी चर्चा होती है. What is your take on unemployment and what should Samaj do and what should Sarkar do about this?
Now, एक माइंडसेट हमको बदलना चाहिए. Employment is not only jobs. It is also entrepreneurship. It is also skilled work. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी क्या है, समाज में माइंडसेट ऐसा है कि हाथ से जो काम करता है उसको प्रतिष्ठा नहीं है. अब 4 लाख रुपया मेरे पास है, 4 लाख रुपए का चावल गेहूं किसान के पास है. मैं और वो किसान किसी ऑफिस में गए एक साथ. मेरे 4 लाख खाने से पेट नहीं भरता, उसका गेहूं चावल खा के मैं पेट भरता हूं. लेकिन मेरी इज्जत ज्यादा है, मेरे पास कैश है. उसके पास कैश जिसके लिए वो है उसकी इज्जत नहीं है. ये हमको, इसको कहते हैं श्रम प्रतिष्ठा, डिग्निटी ऑफ लेबर. वी हैव टू रिगेन दैट. वो नहीं है और इसलिए एवरीबडी रन्स आफ्टर सम सर्विस जॉब, प्रेफरेबली गवर्नमेंट सर्विस, प्रेफरेबली इन हिज ओन डिस्ट्रिक्ट, preferably near his home, office should be there. And everybody rushes at the same door and no one gets in. While there are fields where his workers are not available. I also see what we call menial jobs. Doing that, people have earned wealth. There are buildings, पांठेला वाला, पंक्चर वाला, ऐसे लोग. एक ask you to go to what Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar thought about reservation. If honestly we follow his advice, then there is no problem. सोशल कारणों से रिजर्वेशन है
जी
सोशल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन जब तक है
जी
रिजर्वेशन चलेगा
जी
जिनको मिल गया और जिनका ठीक हो गया
जी
उतना लार्ज हार्टेड चाहिए उन्होंने दे देना चाहिए और अगर ये ठीक से होता है तो वहां ऐसे स्वर भी उठ रहे हैं जहां रिजर्वेशन मिलता है
जी
वो अब ऐसा थोड़े है लेकिन कहना शुरू हो गया है कि अब हमने ले लिया हमारा ठीक हो गया अब दूसरे को दे दो कैटेगराइजेशन की मांग कुछ प्रांतों में हो गई अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी कह दिया ये क्यों हुआ इसलिए कि सबको मिलना चाहिए तो देर इज ए स्ट्रीम in those who get the reservations that this is for our upliftment, this is not the permanent measure, and we have to take advantage of this, improve ourselves, and make this useful for others, those who haven't got yet. ये वहाँ स्ट्रीम है, उसको encourage करना चाहिए. इसमें राजनीति छोड़ देनी चाहिए. सारे मेजर्स को प्रामाणिकता से इंप्लीमेंट किया तो जल्दी उसकी आवश्यकता समाप्त होगी. तब विचार करेंगे लेकिन इसकी राजनीति हुई इसलिए बैड ब्लड क्रिएट होता है वास्तव में सामाजिक एकता के लिए मेजर लाया गया है वो डिविजिव उपयोग उसका करने वाली इन इटसेल्फ मेजर इज नॉट रॉन्ग बट दोज हु wield the sword they are wielding it wrong way intentionally unless that is cured I don't see anything.
I am so glad that you've said this. Coming from somebody like you, I am sure the country is listening. But एक आखिरी प्रश्न जो था वो पर्यावरण पे है क्योंकि क्लाइमेट चेंज इज समथिंग दैट वी कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट इन आवर कॉन्फ्रेंसेस 108 कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करते हैं सर एक साल में आप जानते हो और बाद में ये आखिरी का कार्यक्रम होता है तो क्लाइमेट चेंज के बारे में एवरीबडी इज वेरी पैशनेट इन जेन जी एंड जेन अल्फा एंड दिस इज अक्रॉस मुंबई में भी है मदुरई में भी है ये छोटे शहर में है छोटे बड़े शहर में सेम समस्या है वो लोग बोलते हैं कोई भी सरकार है सर भाजपा है या कांग्रेस है या राष्ट्रवादी है जो भी है जब भी हम लोगों को आवाज उठाना है कि आप पेड़ पौधे क्यों काट रहे हो यू कैन बिल्ड द रोड इन अ डिफरेंट मैनर एंड सरकार नहीं सुनती तो सर क्या करना चाहिए क्योंकि हमारी आयु अभी जो बैठे हैं तो हमारी आयु है 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 तो आपका क्या सुझाव है व्हाट शुड यंग इंडिया डू व्हेन दे बिलीव सो मच इन क्लाइमेट चेंज बट समटाइम्स गवर्नमेंट्स डोंट बिलीव एज मच इन क्लाइमेट चेंज
गवर्नमेंट इज ए डिफरेंट थिंग
करेक्ट बट हमको क्या करना
एनीवेयर गवर्नमेंट इज ए डिफरेंट थिंग इट हैज टू एक्ट इन सो मेनी प्रेशर्स सेकेंडली द अवेलेबल मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट is itself unsustainable. That is why they have to plan for sustainability goals. And the only country which fulfills that goals per year is Bharat. Everybody else talks of this Paryavaran and never acts on it. We have to change the model. As you said, development can happen without harming Paryavaran. That is true. But that way is with us and we are not treading on it. So we have to change our development model. That is the basic thing. Without that, no government can act fully for the Paryavaran. Some lapses will be always there. Now, this requires a tremendous pressure which should come from the society. If society has to create the pressure, society has to act on Paryavaran. So, possible successful way, I see that we should start from our own home with small things. जैसे एक प्रोग्राम अब हम लेके जा रहे हैं समाज में, पानी बचाओ, प्लास्टिक हटाओ, पेड़ लगाओ. सो अपने घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, अपने घर में पानी. अभी बहुत सी जगह आदत है खिड़की दरवाजे बंद कर लेना और लाइट लगाना. फिजिक्स का क्लास चल रहा था तो ठंडी हवा आने लगी इसलिए सब खिड़कियां बंद की और अब गर्म होने लगा इसलिए पंखे चलाए तो प्रोफेसर ने कहा दिस इज कॉल्ड सिविलाइजेशन। ऐसा हम कर रहे हैं। हम अगर अपने घर से शुरू करते हैं कि शावर के नीचे कितने कितने देर रहना, 45 मिनट 1 घंटा लोग रहते हैं, 15 मिनट में पूरा काम हो सकता है। स्नान के लिए पानी कितना चाहिए, तो जो एक्सट्रीम पर्यावरणवादी है उन्होंने डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन करके हाफ ए बकेट साबुन वाबुन लगा के सब, लेकिन ठीक है 1 बकेट 2 बकेट बहुत हो गया। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का कैसा होता है, अनावश्यक लाइट कितनी होती है, शादी ब्याहों में कितना एक्स्ट्रा वैगेंजा होता है। ये सारी बातें हम करते हैं, एक तरफ वो करते हैं दूसरी तरफ ये करते हैं, और इसलिए क्या होता है कि हमारे कहने का प्रभाव नहीं होता है। तो इसलिए वी हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम आवर होम। तो अवेयरनेस होगा, अभी अवेयरनेस बहुत अच्छा आ गया है और बढ़ना चाहिए। इसके बाद समाज प्रेशराइज करेगा, नहीं तो क्या होता है कि पेड़ नहीं कटने चाहिए, पहाड़ नहीं धंसने चाहिए, इसलिए प्रोजेक्ट बंद करो। ऐसा कहने के बाद एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए जनता उसके विरोध में खड़ी हो जाती है। अब दोनों चाहिए, एम्प्लॉयमेंट चाहिए, डेवलपमेंट चाहिए, पर्यावरण भी चाहिए। तो फिर हमको मॉडल बदल के काम करना पड़ेगा। अगेन मॉडल बदलना है तो दुनिया के उल्टा जाना पड़ेगा। उल्टा जाना पड़ेगा तो पहले समाज में मॉडल्स चाहिए, तब किसी की हिम्मत होगी उस पर चलने की। ये सब करना पड़ेगा और ये स्टार्ट हुआ है। में करो, ऐसा आपको नहीं कह रहा, आप भी करो। हमने शुरू किया है, हमने ऐसे मॉडल्स भी खड़े किए, डेवलपमेंट विद पर्यावरण। हमारा ग्राम विकास उसी प्रकार से चलता है। तो ऐसी कई बातें, अभी मैं एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में गया था तो देश भर के कई सारे आर्थिक दृष्टि से प्रयोग करने वाले लोग आए थे। तो अबाउट 500 वेयर देयर, यानी वेयर स्पॉटेड। उसमें से 39 को सिलेक्ट करके बुलाया, वो उनका वृत्त हुआ। उसमें ये सब लोग थे स्वयं करने वाले। तो ये शुरू हुआ है, हमको भी उसमें हाथ लगाना चाहिए। The tide will turn once the opinion is firmly planted in the public mind and public does what it can do in their own home. तब बदलेगा, बदलना तो पड़ेगा।
बदलना तो पड़ेगा। एंड मैं मानता हूँ, जैसे आपने बोला, पब्लिक मोमेंटम और पब्लिक प्रेशर बना रहेगा और खुद वो लोग भी करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली और पॉलिसी बनेगी और सिस्टमैटिक प्लानिंग हो पाएगा। ये आप बता रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल,
ये भारत में तो कुछ नया नहीं है। इट इज समथिंग दैट वी हैव बीन वर्शिपिंग द एनवायरनमेंट मच। पृथ्वी सूक्त में, अथर्ववेद में पृथ्वी सूक्त में पहली बार देयर वाज अ हिम इन रिगार्ड्स टू protecting nature and worshipping nature, and we used to worship nature before we used to worship gods. But sir, I only hope that जो आपने आज जो बताया है, क्योंकि आपने बताया है, बच्चे तो सुन रहे हैं, but everybody else is also listening across the country, and I really hope that the message spreads and a lot of things that you've mentioned about education, about climate change, about all of these issues actually gets implemented. Before I let you go, because I have you, मेरा एक व्यक्तिगत सवाल है संस्था की ओर से और संस्था से जो सब जुड़े हैं, जो बैठे हैं, उनकी ओर से 100 साल से आप मैन मेकिंग कर रहे हैं, हम छोटा सा प्रयास कर रहे हैं। What are the 3 qualities that you think leaders of tomorrow should have in India and across the world? 3 qualities यदि आपको लगती है नेक्स्ट जनरेशन के लिए।
देखिए, लीडरशिप के लिए पहली बात है, you have to lead from within, lead by example. तो लीडरशिप यानी टीम वर्क चलाना है। लीडरशिप कहने के बाद हमारे सामने वो चित्र आता है, सामने आ रहा है, भाषण कर रहा है, चुनाव जीत रहा है, लोगों को उपदेश कर रहा है। इससे नहीं होता है। रियल लीडर्स आर दोज हु रिमेन बिहाइंड, they work from within.
Sir, that is sorry to interrupt you. That is why we have you today here. That is why we requested you as the chief guest here.
I don't say myself, I don't see myself as leader, as a worker. But anyway, secondly, leaders' behavior. There are 5 qualities.
जी।
शास्त्रे त्यागी, पात्रे त्यागी, रणे रागी, भागी परिजनैः सह. So he knows all the things and he appreciates qualities. Patre tyagi, gune ragi, appreciate the qualities. He shares, bhagi parijanais, shares with all others. Whatever he gets, kirti, prasiddhi, success, material gains, he shares. Shastre bodha, he knows the science. Rane yodha, if there is strife, he is a warrior. Prabhu Panchaguni Bhavet. These are the 5 qualities of the leaders. And thirdly, leadership is to lead people to light. Not only material, also spiritual. Leadership is to create leaders. It is not to lead myself only. My leadership should create leaders. These 3 things have to be kept in mind when we take the training of leadership. And I'm very glad you are doing an excellent job for last 15 years. So today I learned the expression. Today I learned the expression from you of what I am saying like this.
बस आप करिए साथ में करते क्लॉक इट. अरे थैंक यू सर, आपने समय बिताया हमारे साथ. थैंक यू कि आपने ये सारे उत्तर दिए. गाइस बिफोर यू क्लैप, समथिंग आई मस्ट से, एंड यू कैन गेट द हाउस लाइट्स ऑन. सर मैं एक चीज आपके लिए बोलना चाहता हूँ, दैट this conversation earlier was not a conversation. We've sent him the questions. I just gave him the questions right now in front of him. Earlier it was supposed to be a speech. And sir, मैं खड़े रह के ये बोलना चाहता हूँ आपके लिए, please. Earlier it was a speech that he was going to give. And he was going to give a speech as Sir Sangachalak ji gives great speeches. But I said, sir, आज speech के बदले में हम संवाद करते हैं. और संवाद ऐसे विषय पे करते हैं जो युवा को पसंद है और युवा बात करती है. लाइक एजुकेशन, लाइक क्लाइमेट चेंज, लाइक LGBTQ+, लाइक वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट, issues which are spoken about by our generation but sometimes don't find space in popular discourse. The fact that we didn't give him the questions and I asked him all of these questions and he took all of them very willingly and with a smile, on behalf of all the Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Hopefully, आपके माध्यम से ये भी बताना चाहूँगा that perhaps आंदोलन is not the solution to everything. There is an alternate way. It is called संवाद. So, संवाद बना रहे and sir आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे संस्था पे और Gen Z और Gen Alpha पे. On behalf of the organization, may I request Member of Parliament from the Rajya Sabha who's been nominated by the President and the President of the Indian Olympic Association who's just got Commonwealth Games to India. She's won in Glasgow and come back. Dr. P.T. Usha, can I request her to please come up? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Please, sir. Thank you. And thank you, sir, for saying what you said. I hope now that Dr. Bhagwat has spoken and he has said that 6% will be given to education very soon, I am sure 6% will be given to education very soon from the Union Budget of India, and we'll focus on schools and colleges per se. But I'm going to hand it over. To the wonderful compares, Cyrus, Nakul, and Riddhi. Can we have you back again? Thank you, sir. Guys, conversation okay? Conversation okay? Did you pick up something? Can't hear you. Fantastic.
Rishabh, it was fantastic. They're all going to vote for you in the second from now general election. Give a big hand to our new leader. 2034. He will be in the top position. It's very clear. So be respectful and nice when you meet him.
Our job is to create them, not become them, like he said.
But now we have to go from one of the most powerful members of Indian society to one of the least powerful, myself. And we need a little music. We need a little music to lighten the mood now. Okay, do you want a star? Should we add a star to it? With famous personality? Huh? So shall I get one of the, he's very, very famous. Shall I get him on? I'll tell you quickly, very quickly. I know I'm already falling asleep, so I better tell you quickly. This man has made it into the business because of me. He came and did a play where I spotted him and I said, what a lovely talent. Let's give him a chance. I used the Parsi quota to push him up. Today, he's one of the biggest stars of India across all scapes in entertainment. Everything he's done. All right? And he's made crores of rupees. Until today, Baban Irani has not given me a bloody rupee back. Ek paisa bhi nahi mila. Vote for Rishabh. Rishabh, address my issues later. Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce him, I'm going to call on the one and only Nakul.
All right, there are some people you introduce with a host of achievements, and then there are people you introduce with a feeling. Because sometimes these achievements almost feel secondary to the person that he is. He wears more hats than Himesh Reshamya does. He is an ace actor, producer, writer, storyteller, teacher, beautiful singer. He's traveled with the IIMUN from Varanasi to London. He is an intrinsic part of the advisory board. But if you ask anybody at the IIMUN about the titles, they will not tell you that. They will tell you that he is the most lover of this family. And tonight we have something very, very special, a rendition that you're not going to forget, okay? So please join me in welcoming with all our hearts, Paman!
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Shamak. I love you too. All I want to say is, what a special day this is. How beautiful it is. You know, I'm supposed to come on stage and sing a song, but I'm compelled to speak. Yeah. But I am compelled to speak simply because every single thing that happened throughout this function has moved me deeply. From my brother Shamak's troupe that came in and performed, and the energy that they put in, you can see in every hand movement, every smile, every eye, there is Shamak's training and love and dedication. From that beautiful rendition of those soldiers, such beautiful people put forth a story that brought me down to tears. And then the two IIMUN alumni who came and shared their story. I mean, you can pay millions of rupees to go and see a concert, but you never see something like this, you know? And then, of course, this wonderful conversation is an eye-opener. We learn things. We get together. We can share. Thank you, Bhagwat Sahab. Really nice to meet you. But let's say this about ourselves. Let's say this about ourselves. Let's say I'm not a good actor. Let's say I don't know how to sing, I don't know how to dance. Let's say many of us can do things that we'd love to do, but we can't do. We are not good at it. We are not blessed. For with many things. Some people like Shamak are blessed with 500 things, but we are not blessed. But there's one single blessing in each and every one of us. And you know what that blessing is? Is the ability as human beings to feel something. To feel, have emotions. That blessing, all of us have. That blessing all of us have in this room. Whatever happened in this room, if you were watching it on Instagram, you would make a comment. But whatever happened in this room today, while watching it live, collectively, with people who come from different races, different thoughts, different values, different communities, got together and had tears in our eyes together. Tears in our eyes. Goosebumps happened together. What does it tell you? Rishabh, Ayamun. What does it stand for? India's international movement to unite nations. Unite is the word. Today, my friends, we are all united in this room together, no matter what our differences may be. We are all united. We felt something. We had a tear in our eye. We got emotional. And I'm so emotional, I'm unable to even sing the song now. So sorry. But let's try. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a request. I'm not a singer by profession. I sing because I feel. And the reason why I chose this song is because it is so correct and it's so apt. I need your help. All of us will sing it together. All right? Do I have your word for it? No, no, no. Especially people in the front rows, you will have to join me because I'm nervous as hell. I'm nervous as hell. So you have to join me and help me pull through this song. It's a 43-minute song. No, sorry, I'm pulling a leg. If you don't sing, it'll become a 43-minute song. But if we all sing, we'll finish in 5 minutes. We'll hug each other and go home, shed a tear, take out your phones at some point, flash your light. Let this room be illuminated by all of us together. Not yet. But before that, I want to call this young man on steroids. I don't know. Rishabh Shah, I want you to come here. There are many people in this world that I love. He's like a son. He's like a son. And I think all of you, 15 years, I want you to live for 150 years, Rishabh. So that you can, these balconies will be filled and this stage will be filled with people like Pratik who came and told that beautiful story. I want this stage should be full of those stories for years and years. That's what this song is about. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. I choose this song for all the reasons that I gave you. I also choose this song because it is my granddaughter Saisha's favorite song. And please understand, I am not singing only for my granddaughter or my grandson Zian who's here. I'm singing for all the granddaughters, the grandchildren, our children, their children, and generations to come. You know, it's for everybody, right? Right? So sing with me. Don't forget, 43 minutes or 5 minutes, make your pick. If you don't sing with me loudly, I'll keep singing, you know, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Michael Jackson, for writing this beautiful song. Stephen, play Heal the World. Love you all. Love you all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful evening. Rishabh, come on stage. You need to be here for this finale. Everybody, thank you, all of you. Come on stage. Come on. To them. Rishabh says to them. Everything is about them. That's leadership that Bhagwat Sahib taught us.